Yes, fuel, please. Oh, I should have siphoned from the old truck. Maybe that's what we'll do when we go back past that. Alright, so that's one fuel can. Might as well just hold on to these two just in case it takes it all. Have we been here, by the way, this place we're at?
Not within
Like
the last
explored it?
hour. Remember, everything gets reset after an hour.
Because my truck's inventory is pretty much empty if you want to.
We're gonna go back to base. So it makes no sense to start to do these houses when we still have to go back to the old base and grab all that gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This move is taking a long time. And we've only done one trip in an hour and a half.
Alright, yep, let's go. I'm ready.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope that's what it was in my truck. Wait, what's going on? What? Oh, there we go. Now it'll go. Didn't want to go before.
Yeah, I'm having issues with my fuel as well. It could be a bad fuel pump, could be any number of things. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check. Is this it? Yeah, I mean, bottom of your neck. Look, for zombies, you just want a spear and you hit them in the head. There's rinse and repeat. That's all you need is a spear. Good long spear. Okay, this is it. This is it. Okay. Yeah.
There's a doggy. I'm gonna kill him.
Did you turn around?
No.
You gotta come back here. That's. Remember, I gotta navigate at the same time.
Yeah, I gotta make sure my baby don't kill herself, though. I don't know. My wife might be in the bathroom or something, but.
All right.
No, you're good. I just gotta figure out where you went. That's all.
I turned down the street for our old base. That's.
I can't navigate when I'm in my truck. There we go. Okay.
That's what.
Alright, so you're over here.
It makes it harder.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, and again, we have to do everything at night because you know.
Yep, my truck's about to blow up. No big deal.
I got some repair kits.
My poor truck. What's going on with you?
Just remember, don't come barreling down that road because obviously I've got I'm parked. You know. I'm at the base, but you know you know what I'm saying.
I'm far, but this car is going like 2 miles an hour. I accidentally hit a tree. It looked like I was completely not gonna hit it, and it just, yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing so well on the moving side of things, but we're getting there.
I just feel like if we focused on the base that we're building now, we wouldn't even barely need to do any of this.
What do you mean?
Like grabbing all this stuff. We could have been a little bit more selective, but I like I said, I don't really have room to say anything because I don't know.
Well,
Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh my god, bro.
I just don't like leaving stuff behind. You know what I mean? This is like, oh, don't we have one of those? Well, maybe. Don't know if we have one of those. We had one of those. You know what I mean? If we already collected all this stuff, might as well grab it. And moving shouldn't be this difficult.
Oh, I think I know what happened. I think my wife put the baby down thinking that the baby was gonna stay down. She didn't stay down, and
All right,
all
I'm
right,
full.
hold on. Let me spawn out real quick for a little bit. I don't want to be a distraction, and like I gotta pay
Yeah, go
attention to
ahead.
my
Do what you
baby
gotta
so
do.
she don't. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Don't be sorry. All right, let's see. See if I'm having a problem. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what. Again, it depends on the zombies, guys. So like, there's no, if you're talking about 7 days, or not 7 days to die. If you're talking about the Walking Dead zombies, those zombies are really easy. Like anybody who dies to a zombie in that show is just it deserves to die, right? Or there's got to be some other mitigating factor. If you can walk and outpace the zombies and you're dying to them, you're just an idiot. You're just not paying attention to what's going on around you. You have no situational awareness. So those zombies are really, really easy. Like, that would be an easy zombie apocalypse to survive. 100%. At least from the zombie point of view. Obviously, you're still going to have to deal with people. People are going to be your biggest threat in that scenario, not the zombies. If you're dealing with like DayZ zombies that can run and move really fast and feel no pain, and that's a whole different story, right? In that case, you're gonna want big guns because those things need to be put down quick. You can't just use a spear in. Is that the one with whichever one with Brad Pitt? Those ones you can't get away with bow and arrow in. Like you have to bring out the big guns for that because those things are way by the time you can start using a bow and everything, like it's gonna be too late. Those things are way too fast. It depends. It depends on. So the question of zombies is a very old question. You know. Even if they could walk, maybe, like a lot of. I mean, I would love to move to Alaska, but during a zombie apocalypse, the best place to be would be to move to Alaska. Especially in like The Walking Dead, right? Because it's so cold that the zombies wouldn't be able to move. You're good. So it all depends. Like it's, depends on the state of the zombies. So like again, I always go back to Walking Dead because it's. I would love to move to Alaska. I'd do that even now, and there's no zombie apocalypse. But I love the cold. The problem is you're not going to have good sustainable like farming up there is going to be a problem. You'd have to do it greenhouse style. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's all dependent on there's so many factors when you're talking about something like that. You know what I mean? No, I'm good. I don't ever want to be a zombie. You know what I would love though is to have the ability to turn on a flashlight. Jeez. Yeah, I would not want to be a zombie. Like, Yeah, The Walking Dead is like the worst. I don't know why people liked it so much. I did not like it. I thought it was literally everything wrong with, um, like literally they show you what not to do at all. Like, yeah, they're the dumbest people I've ever seen are on that. When it comes to zombie survival, they are the dumbest people I've ever seen ever. And like it took them like 7 seasons to come up with bows and arrows. Like how freaking stupid. Like if that had been real life, all those people would be dead. Every decision that they made was just horrid. Like it's something so simple like 99% of their problems in the first 6 seasons would have been fixed by building a moat. Like, okay, how do we fix this? Build a moat. That's it. A couple guys out there with a shovel, you're good to go. All your worries are now over. It was literally that easy. And they couldn't figure it out. So, yeah. That show. Yeah. Yeah. So the only way a zombie apocalypse would ever work is if it goes undetected and then mutates, right? So it would have to be a virus that is in everybody that's not tracked, like that test wouldn't pick it up, that it initially didn't do anything, right? So nobody would have any clue that nobody would have any reason to test for it, because nobody would be sick, nobody would have any issues, right? And so, and then that would have to mutate into, it can, some mutations can. Some mutations are really fast. But if it's a mutation based on an intelligent design, like this, it would have to be based on an intelligent. There would have to be something driving the zombies, right? Besides food and hunger, there had to be an intelligence beyond just the zombie, zombie eat brains. Like there would have to be something more. And then basically, it would just have to flip a switch, right? So basically, it would have to remain dormant until it flipped a switch, or it would have to be a very, very, very fast airborne agent that could cover mass distances quickly. So I mean, who knows? I need some gas. I want to get out there, I guess. Obviously, anything's possible, but But yeah, you basically, the key to surviving those things is to regress a little bit technologically, go back to horses and go back to wagons and stuff like that, and build walls. Like you need to build sturdy walls with moats. Like you have to find defensible locations and defend them. Like it's yeah. That show was so bad that it was. And not every single human being you meet is going to be bad. Like every single time they met people, the person was bad, and it's like Not everybody you meet is going to be mad. Some people are just going to want to survive. Like, everybody's going to be cautious, right? But they're not going to be bad. They're not going to be evil. Like, most people would just try to survive. You know what I mean? The odds are that every piece of crap human being survived and all the good people died is a little far-fetched. But yeah. Once you're secure, once you get through this the stupidity of people, which takes a couple weeks to a month, maybe 2 months, right? Once everything's died down, the chaos has died down, that's when you just start rebuilding. You know, find a like I said, a source of water. You find a source of food. You find a source of you know what I mean? That's and you don't take off more than you can chew, like, and then everybody has to be on board. Like, it wouldn't be like, some people dream of like an apocalypse, but they don't realize just how hard of a life you would then have, right? Because once you get your 3, you know, your food, shelter, and water, then you have to go for medical. You need to do farms. You need to start setting up an education system. You need to start security, you know, weapon manufacturing, whether it's swords and shields or bows and arrows, or, you know, getting the stuff to make your own ammunition and guns. You know what I mean? You got to go on raids out and start scavenging everything that you can. Like, there's a lot to it. Like, it's a tough, it would be a really, really tough existence. You know what I mean? Like, things were not, yeah, you can go into a large community. You just have to be prepared for a large community, right? You need to be able to provide safety, security, food, water. Like, large community is not a bad thing. Like, a large community means more members, means, yeah, as long as you prep, you don't do anything foolishly, right? You don't do anything willy-nilly. You have everything you do in those, especially in the first year, in the first 2 months, the first year, the first 6 years, everything you do has to have meaning. Like, you cannot afford to do things willy-nilly. You have to, everything you do has to be planned out, has to, you know, you have to weigh it against, you know, what you're doing versus the benefit of what you're going to get from doing what you're doing. Like, it's a very, very tough life. People don't realize how tough it would actually be to be in that scenario. Like, it would be very, very, very hard. Very hard.
It's so cute. My baby. French fries and sweet and sour sauce.
Got some sweet and sour sauce?
Yeah, French fries and sweet and sour sauce. Like McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, look, French fries sounds good. I don't have any French fries now.
Yeah. My wife, I guess, that's where she dipped off to go grab coffee and lunch, I guess.
I mean,
Didn't even ask me if I wanted to cook.
What I mean? She's gonna come around this way, you know? Drop
Right.
off. I'll just take some fries. I'm not greedy. Alright, I'm headed back. Now that it's daylight, I can see my markers, so I know where the heck I'm going. Yeah. Yeah, but you could survive. You just gotta remember you're gonna be miserable. Like, as long as you accept the fact that you're gonna be miserable, and you gotta figure out, you gotta mentally prepare yourself to be able to tackle that kind of scenario. And so, like, if a zombie apocalypse came, like, it would suck because, you know, I wouldn't have any liners for my leg. Like, I would have to figure out, you know, once my liners broke down, if my prosthetic broke down, I would be in a world of trouble. It'd be a whole different world for me. You know, but you just gotta adapt, overcome, and try to make it work. You know. So for me, I would try to find my prosthetic, my fake leg. Yeah, I will show you this one. That's my prosthetic. Oh, don't be sorry. Most people don't. Even there was a I forget if it was the gas station down the street from me. Was it the gas station? I always wear jeans. I used to always wear jeans. I used to never wear shorts. They didn't know until like I think 6-7 years after I was back that I was missing a limb. So, yeah, don't be sorry. Doesn't bother me at all. That's why I retired from the military, yeah. You know, I'm medically retired from the military. Or else I would have stayed in. Probably. More than likely. Yeah, it happens. But, you know, some days, like, sometimes you'll see me, like, usually when I have to cancel streams or stuff like that, usually it's because either I'm having a bad leg day, like, really bad leg day, or I'm having, an appointment to go down to see my prosthetist or something like that. So, I don't usually like taking days off, but yeah, so I have what's called a below-the-knee amputation. So, in the grand scheme of things, it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, still got my knee, still got, see, I can't I gotta repair it first, right? Yeah. See, I can't dismantle anything. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely a different ball game when you're talking about below the knee and above. Yeah. But again, so like it's harder, yes. I'm not trying to take anything away from above the knees. They've got it rough. But more time and technology has been put into their prosthetics than below the knees, and for good reason. Like I'm not, again, not taking anything. The reason that is because you can still do a lot with a below the knee that you can't do with above. So they need new technology. They have to basically build a knee for those guys. So there's a lot of technology in those legs that you don't have yet. In IED in Iraq at month 13. So my 13th month. So my unit was initially deployed for 12 months. So 1 year. We got 6 months into our deployment, and the government decided to extend everybody's deployment to 15 months. So we went from 12-month deployment, 6-7 months into 15-month deployment. And on month 13, when initially I should have been home, I got hit with an IED. Took my leg off. IED. Did I say LED? IED. Improvised explosive device. IED. Or is that you wrote an IED? Okay. Sometimes the I and the L, when it's capitalized, looks the same. The capitalized I and the lowercase L look the same. So it stands for an improvised explosive device. And what happened is they put 40 pounds of high explosives underneath a sewer lid, and that just happened to go off over where my leg was. So I got to see all the pictures and everything of my truck afterwards. My truck was destroyed. It was totaled. Um, Luckily, I was the only major injury. We had one other, one, I think, like normal concussion and one mild concussion. So the one concussion wasn't severe, but it wasn't light, and we had one that was a light concussion, and then me. So all in all, for the amount of damage, I mean, they totaled our vehicle. So for the amount of damage that was done, not bad. Okay, but we are at break time, everybody, and I need more coffee in the bathroom. So let's go ahead and take our break, and then if you guys have more questions, I'm more than up to answering them after the break. So we'll see you guys back in 5.